Okay, let's get into it. Hey cool people, welcome to Item Hunt, where we hunt items so the items don't hunt us. I'm Nick, I'm a he, him, I have my little dwinky dwink. Not that you can see it. And this is Pride Month, so be sure to support your LGBTQIA+ friends and family by signing petitions, going to protests, and learning the history side of Pride. And learning the history of Pride, some of which I have a handy link to in the description. Okay, so today we're playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and we're going to hunt down every item, sticker, command, and chest in Terra's story. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to go in world order. Additionally, if you want to unlock the secret episode, you have to beat each character's story as well as the final episode, but unlocking the secret episode is dependent on which difficulties you've chosen, as each difficulty has a different completion criteria to unlock the secret episode. And since we'll be getting the Trinity Archive trophies and the sticker albums done, you can pretty much do it on any difficulty except beginner. With all that out of the way, I'm gonna leave that in. With all that out of the way, strike the like button with your Keyblade and let's roll into this video. Now, if this is your first character playthrough, you'll be forced into a tutorial with Ventus, and I'm saving that portion for Ventus's video because the chests in the tutorial count as Ventus's chest for land of departure. Card in the corner when it's done. For our purposes, we're going to start during the Mark of Mastery exam. We've already picked Terra, and now we just have to fight these weird balls of light. The balls can be easily taken out with commands, shot locks, and Keyblade strikes. When they're ballerated, get it, like obliterated, we'll obtain HP increase and the critical impact command style. Then, after a few cutscenes, we'll forge D-links with both Ventus and Aqua, which if you've never played is like the game's version of Summons, except worse. We'll unlock the Land of Departure command board, a Monopoly-style minigame that if you want 100% the game, we're going to have to play them a total of 27 times, and no, that's not a joke. Oh, and we'll be getting the Journey Begins trophy. Now, Terra only has one world to go to initially, it's Sleeping Beauty's world, known as... I know you out with your world's apology. When we land in Enchanted Dominion, we'll be greeted with a forced combat encounter right off the bat. If you run low on health, D-Link with Aqua, which will automatically heal you, and her link comes with the Cura command, which is so helpful early on, especially on critical mode. For defeating the Unversed, we get a whole lot of nothing. So, we'll take a consolation prize, this potion chest near the entrance to the forest clearing. There's also another chest towards our back right. Around the bend and up the small cliffs, we'll find a pulsing crystal inside it. Now let's move on to the forest clearing, where we'll find a blizzard chest on the left and the balloon sticker on the right. The next room, the bridge, has no items, but I like to fight the Unversed along the way in order to boost Aqua's D-Link. A maxed out D-Link for Aqua will be very helpful against the boss of this world, Wheelmaster. I've gotten confused on this bridge before, so if you get confused, we're heading towards the big castle. And when we've crossed the bridge, we'll enter the audience chamber. We'll turn right for a zero gravity chest, seated in an alcove, and then run to the steps, but don't go up them. Go around their left side, where we'll find an ether chest, between the stairs and a brown door. Then we'll run to the throne, and go around the wall on our left, it's our left this time, where we'll find another chest holding a potion. Now we'll go up that previous set of stairs, but not into the next room. Instead, we'll equip Sliding Dash if we don't already have it on, and stand just at the top of the steps. Position the camera so that the sticker is in the distance, is blocked by Terra's torso, then take a few steps forward, jump, and Sliding Dash towards it. If we do it just right, we'll nab the Huey sticker, and it took me a few tries to get it right, so it may for you as well. Once we've got the sticker, we'll go into the hallway, go up the stairs and grab the ether chest that's hidden around the right wall. Then we'll go examine the purple door. After some role-playing, we'll establish a D-Link with Maleficent. And once we spawn in Aurora's chamber, we can grab the big chest that contains the map of the world. Then we'll head into the fireplace, leading us to the tower room, where a chest containing the sleep command rests, two things I wish I could do regularly, the flying balloon sticker floats, and the big chest contains attack recipe. Now real quick, we've gotten all 3 Enchanted Dominion stickers, so let's hop into the sticker album. Go to Arrange Stickers, and place them here, 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 and here. And if we do it right, we'll get a pulsing crystal. We can tell if we place them in the right spots because they'll explode with sparkles when placed in the album. Now we'll head back to the audience chamber to fight the boss. What's in my throat all of a sudden? What the heck's going on? Ah, I'm a new person. Alright, well this is my voice now. We'll head back to the audience chamber. What happened? Now, ironically, this isn't really a walkthrough, but I will reiterate that a maxed out Aqua D-Link is essential to winning, since it comes with Cura and Mind Square. Also be sure to block and use the Sonic Shadow Shot Lock, which is super useful too. Once we put the Wheelmaster out to pasture, we'll receive a deck capacity increase, the Diamond Dust Command Style, and the Fairy Stars Keyblade. Time to hop in our pumpkin carriage and roll up to... Hope you like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo on repeat. Castle of Dreams starts off with a scripted fight. D-Links are still busted for this. When we beat the Unversed and spawn into the big open area, we can see the castle in the distance. But f*** that. We're going to turn directly around and enter the chateau. Well, ooh-la-dee-da, Mr. Frenchman. It's the last Simpsons meme, I promise. In the chateau, there's some Unversed to fight, but on the far end, we'll find the Thunderstorm Shotlock chest and a Traffic Cone sticker. Here's where the sticker goes. Now we'll go back into the forest and rush towards the castle, to enter the palace courtyard. After entering the room, if we face the square pool, then head directly right past the big trees, we'll find a chest containing the slow command in the corner, which, unsurprisingly, makes enemies slow down.
Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea!
Then we'll make our way to the stairs, but don't go up them. Instead, we'll go around them on our right to find a chest containing pulsing crystal. Now if we turn directly around and continue to our right again, we'll go past the stairs, loop around the center pool, and find a big closed door with a save point just in front of it. However, it's guarded by Unversed, and once they're defeated, we'll grab the big chest by the wall containing a world map. Now we're going to put Zero Gravity and Sleep in our command menu, and after a quick save we'll run to the stairs. When we reach the stairs, we'll be put into a scripted escort mission. Hey, make sure to use the block and retaliation prompts, and of course, Zero Gravity and Sleep. We'll go through the corridor, then the foyer, and once we get Cinderella to the top of the foyer steps, we'll be given Counter Hammer as a reward. When we spawn back in, we can grab a Soothing Crystal chest seated on the east side of the room. That's right, cardinal directions, baby! Here's a handy compass. In the northwest corner of the foyer is a high potion chest. Then we can leap down to the first floor, where a strike rate chest will be along the west wall. Then, on the east side of the stairs, under the balcony, we can find a potion chest. By this potion chest, we'll also find a door that leads to the passage, and inside, we can look up and immediately see a sticker, which we cannot grab until we get high jump from deep space, aka Stitch's World. So, this is definitely a come back later item, and there's nothing else in here but Unversed, so let's hustle to the far end of the passage and enter the antechamber. In the antechamber, we can buy Cure from the Moogle, and also grab the Thunder Chest that's slightly hidden in the southeast corner behind the table. Now let's save, and move on to the ballroom for the boss fight, Symphony Master.
Not quite my tempo.
This fight is all about blocking and retaliating, and is made much easier with Cure, and by breaking the instruments. You can also use the Aqua D-Link if you're desperate. For defeating the Musical Menace, we'll receive an HP and deck increase, forge a D-Link with Cinderella, and collect the Stroke of Midnight Keyblade. Then, we'll unlock the Castle of Dreams command board, aka the Royal board. Now let's re-land in Castle of Dreams, because there's 2 chests we missed due to story events. The first is in the ballroom's upper balcony, where a fleeting crystal chest resides. The other chest is in the palace courtyard on the west side of the upper portion, containing a Wellspring crystal. As I said before, the sticker in the passage and other flying balloon sticker can only be grabbed after collecting high jump, so we won't be able to grab it for a while. However, once we do grab it, here's where it goes in the album. Sonic Blade not being a part of Castle of Dreams, but this is when I got it. Anyway, time to hi-ho our way into the... First world not to start with a fight. Don't get used to it. Let's head out of the magic mirror chamber into the vault, where, if we face away from the magic mirror chamber entrance, then on our left we'll see two chests, a small one and a big one. The big one is a mimic. Fight it at least once for the reports, but for now, open the small one, because it's real, and it holds an ether. Now let's head counterclockwise around the big stone structure in the center of the room, and we gotta make sure we have fire in our commands. And if you don't have one, then what are you waiting for? Go buy one.
Get out of here!
Once you're back, we'll be at the back of the big stone structure, on the ledge by this water. After defeating the Unversed, we can see a torch next to some sort of oven thing, and we'll cast fire on that later. But for now, we're going to continue down the brick ledge, and we'll find this balloon letter chest next to a color-changing bottle. Now we'll waltz back over to that weird oven and cast fire on it, and it will make some bubbles. And those bubbles will...
Who blew this bubble?
Quick, jump on the bubbles, because they'll shoot us to the top of the stone structure, where we'll beat up the enemies up top, be careful not to fall, so we can grab the flame salvo chest. Then we can drop down on the side opposite the flame salvo chest onto this big floor grate. Then if we go back clockwise, we can see a pre-lit oven thing, and we'll use it to bounce to a different higher area. I know that's confusing. That's what happens when they don't give us a map. Up here, we'll find another big mimic chest, and to the left of that, a potion chest. Then we'll continue along this walkway and into the underground waterway. Now, I recommend defeating all the enemies in here ahead of time, because we're going to have to do some timed platforming puzzles. Hooray! Once all those Unversed are defeated, we'll head back to the door we came in. And you see this big wheel sitting by the two empty bottles and the color-changing one? If we hit that wheel, a gate behind us will open. Let's hurry through the new opening, jump onto this little ledge, and fight our way up the stairs. At the top, by the second wheel, is a potion chest, by another color-changing bottle. Now, before we hit the second wheel, look for the gate out by the steps. The steps are just behind the first wheel, and we can see a gate at the top of them. That's the gate we're rushing to. But first, there's actually a sticker right over there, which we can reach if we jump and use sliding dash to rocket over to it. And I'll show you where to place it once we have the second sticker. Now, use the first wheel to get back up to the second wheel, then, when ready, we'll hit the second wheel and sprint. Ignore all the Unversed because we're actually trying to outrun two gates. At the top of the second set of stairs, you can try and grab this block recipe chest if you're fast enough. Then, we're going to go left of that chest and slide past the second gate before the time runs out, and if you don't make it, then...
You're trash, Brock.
No. You have to restart the process from the first wheel, that's all. Once you're past the second gate, there's two chests across a small gap. The closer one holds a poison edge, and the second holds a fire. Instead, drop down to the water below and run forward. We can see a tall step on our left. We'll jump onto it, and then onto a taller platform, and then hustle through the doorway into the courtyard. There's an immediate chest on our left in the courtyard containing a potion. Then we can head towards the steps that are right of the well, and at the top of them is a soothing crystal chest. Now, re-equip sliding dash if you removed it, because we're about to cheese this area. Oh, but first grab this big chest that's under the top of the stairs. It contains the world map. Now stand on the short railing of the stairs, this one, and then jump and use sliding dash. And we should land to the right of this archway. Once we're up there, we'll see a chest sitting on an even higher platform. We're going to wait for sliding dash to recharge, then jump and cast sliding dash again to reach that chest. It contains a fission Fire-Aga. Now it may take a few tries, but I promise it's definitely worth it. Feel free to save and then we'll head on to the Flower Glade, where, okay, I see. You put the scripted fight here instead at the beginning. Okay. During the fight, we can turn around and grab this balloon sticker, then go to Pound Town on the Unversed. For our victory, we'll receive Air Slide. Then, when we respawn in the Flower Glade, we can grab the Hungry Crystal chest in the northwest corner, and we can toss the balloon sticker here, and the Louie sticker here. Fireworks, nice. But that's not where... No, here. Now, let's go back to the courtyard, into the underground waterway, through the vault, and lastly into the Magic Mirror Chamber, where our boss fight against said magic mirror will commence. It's mostly a gimmick fight with some easy puzzles, like finding the right mirror face, hint, it's the smiling one.
Stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
Also, block at the right time. Easy peasy. Once we win, we'll receive a HP increase, the Firestorm command style, and the Treasure Trove Keyblade. Time to find mystery. We snow. This is the earliest we can grab these items from the land of departure. So, land in the summit, and we'll grab the chest on the far side near this big white ball of light. It contains a soothing crystal. Then we'll head on to the mountain path, where there's 2 chests, a pulsing crystal and a high potion on our right. Then if we go down to the lower section, we can see the last chest seated between a table and a tree. It contains stock. And that's basically it. You can go down to the forecourt if you want to buy some stuff from the Moogle, but otherwise, let's go to the mysterious tower. To the right, there's a cure chest. Then, on the far left side of the room, opposite of the cure chest, is a balloon letter. Then we can fight through the unversed to reach the edge of the grass. It's the most opposite point of the tower itself, where we'll find a pulsing crystal chest. We'll then go inside, entering the tower entrance, to find a big chest containing magic recipe, seated under the stairs. Then we'll go up the stairs, and after some cutscenes, the world will be completed, and we'll get the trophy, Pursuit of Truth. If we real quick re-land in Sorcerer's Chamber, we can grab the sticker above the green door. We just need Sliding Dash again. We can reach it if we jump onto the table and use Sliding Dash, although admittedly, Air Slide would probably work fine too. Here's where to place that balloon sticker. Now next story-wise, go to the Keyblade Graveyard / Badlands, and there's no items here right now, but when we're done, we're gonna go get our bastions hollowed in where, hey, guess what? We have a scripted fight again, with no reward. So, first we'll turn left and head towards the castle, where we'll see a sticker just above the white gate. We can use the apex of the small bridge to jump and cast Sliding Dash or Fire Dash to reach the flying balloon sticker, and here's where it goes. Now we'll turn back around and run rightward around this room, where we can find a high potion chest sitting against some houses. Then we'll keep going the same way along this room until we reach a brownish orange house, where a regular potion chest is. Near the potion chest is the entrance to Castletown, where we'll enter and then be automatically put into Merlin's house, where we can grab a shimmering crystal chest and then examine the book on the oatmeal-hued desk, which unlocks the 100-acre wood command board, aka the honeypot board. Now we'll leave Merlin's house and spawn back in Castletown, where we can grab the large chest just ahead, containing the world map. Now, we'll go to the fountain court, and in the southwest corner, on the lowest floor, is the Panacea chest. Then we can use the fountain geysers to bounce us up to the top of this fountain area, get onto the tallest fountain on the east side, then leap down to the furthest east and slightly lower fountain, where there's 2 chests, a fleeting crystal, and Thunder Surge, one of the best moves in the game. Now if we face south, way out there, we'll see a sticker. And guess what we'll need? That's right, it's Sliding Dash. Stand just behind the Thunder Surge chest, about here. Line up Terra's head so that it's just under the sticker. Jump, air slide, then activate Sliding Dash. And we should just be able to tap the Dale sticker. Here's where it goes. Now leave the room and come back in. You don't want to die and have to get all that stuff all over again. Then we'll make our way to the aqueducts. Once we're in the aqueducts, on our way up, just past the yellow floor pipe, we can find an Asuna chest against this yellow railing. Then we'll go up the metal slope and turn rightwards, past the blue machinery, and by the gate, we'll find a chest with blackout inside. Then, as we head towards the far end of the room, we'll find a small alcove on the left, where a chest sits, and it's holding a high potion. Now, we'll move on to the reactor for the boss fight against Trinity Armor. Sonic Shadow Shotlock should be enough to really obliterate Trinity Armor's health, specifically if it's at max level, but keep Cure, or Cura, and Block in your back pocket. And Mind Square and Shield Mine if you have it. For our victory, we'll get an HP increase and Rock Breaker command style, and also a Disney Town Pass. We'll then respawn in the aqueducts. I don't know how to say that word. Aqueducts? Aqueducts. We'll then respawn in the aqueducts. We'll make our way to the Fountain Court, then Castletown, and to Central Square, then to the southern exit, leading to the entryway. Then through the entryway to the Outer Gardens, where, in the southern section, this weird hexagon diamond-esque shaped area, there's a pulsing crystal chest in the southwest corner. A puzzle piece on the south gate, which we can't reach without high jump, unless we manipulate the bird unversed. If we can push the balloon unversed towards the gate, then defeat it to get the birds to swoop down, they then should get stuck along the gate. Then we can jump up to strike them, causing Terra to lift high off the ground, and reaching the airplane sticker.
Checkmate.
If you can't get it to work, it's okay to come back with high jump later. Also on the northeast corner of the hexagon section is a fire chest. Here's where the airplane sticker goes, by the by, and we'll get Limit Storm for placing it properly. Now we can head into the center structure of this big hexagon area, and that'll lead us to the boss fight with Braig. I find a well-timed Sonic Shadow Shotlock to be pretty busted against him. And when we win, we get a deck capacity increase, Dark Volley Shotlock, and Xehanort's Report 2. Now let's re-land in the entryway and make our way back to Braig's boss fight room, aka Purification Facility, where we'll find 2 chests, a Mega Potion at the bottom of the stairs, and a Chaos Crystal in the east side of the arena. Now next up is Disney Town. Ready? Then come on, pals. So we'll spawn in front of Chip 'n Dale, and we can talk to them to do the race, which finishes Terra's story for Disney Town, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I have an idea. Let's leave. So we'll walk out into the raceway and go directly under the bridge, where we'll find a chest by a brick wall that's holding Payback Fang. Then we'll run back towards Chip 'n Dale and then hustle up the teal stairs on our left. And once up top, we'll go across the bridge, then collect the chest along the brown wall, containing an Abounding Crystal. Now, we'll go up to the second set of teal stairs, and if we follow the corner of the red building, we'll find the entrance to the main plaza. Directly on our right is a world map chest. Then, we can run behind the popcorn machine, or hit it, sure. Behind it is a chest containing a potion. Then we can go east and combo the mailbox for confetti. Then I headed to the fruit ball court to buy another sliding dash. Feel free to buy a fire dash if you haven't already. Then back in the main plaza, we can go left of Huey, Dewey, and Louie to find an open manhole. And that's where we're gonna go. Once we're in the Gizmo Gallery, we'll go straight ahead, where we'll find a Thunder in a chest. How did they get it in there? Who knows? Then we'll run south, and you'll find a big chest on the right. But that's another mimic. Fight it if you like. Then we'll head to the southernmost area, and on the west we'll see another chest next to this meter. And it also contains a Thunder. Now we can equip those Thunders and that Thunder Surge we got earlier, and use them on the meter. And once it's fully charged, it will cause everything in the Gizmo Gallery to come online. Now, run to the east wall, and we'll find a Mickey-shaped thing going up and down. We can jump on it and ride it up to a platform to the north of us, with 2 chests, one containing Absolute Zero, and the other has a Mega Potion. Let's jump back onto the Mickey head. Okay, once we're on the Mickey head, we'll ride it up to the gears. Be sure you have Sliding Dash equipped too, because once we get on the gears, we're going to leap off towards Jan's sticker, and once we're about even with it, we'll Sliding Dash over to it, snatching up the Pete sticker. And then we can make our way back up to the gears and wait for the big gloved hand to come to us. Then we'll jump on said hand, which will lead us to another big gear. And another Mickey, but it's like horizontal, is it called a piston? I'm calling it a piston. Look to the north and wait for a Sliding Dash to recharge if it hasn't. Eventually, we should see a new set of gloved hands come down. Jump on the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. Then air slide onto the next platform. Side note, if one leaves from under your feet, activate air slide, then Sliding Dash right then to reach this platform. There's 2 chests on this platform. The northmost has a Chaos Crystal, and the west chest is home to the action recipe. Okay, hop on down, and we're going to make our way back to the vertical Mickey piston, and ride it back to the 2 gears. Then take the glove back to the big gear, but this time we're going to jump off the glove, southward, to reach a second glove, moving between 2 large, spinning, whatever those are. When the glove is at its peak, we can jump onto the first spinner, then jump and air slide to the far end of the second spindle bindle. Do be careful of the pushing pistons, you don't want to plummet to the floor and have to do this all again. Once we're on the second spin to win, we'll jump to the south platform where there will be a chest containing a Panacea. Now we'll enter the doorway into Pete's Rec Room, and there's no items until we get into the big pinball table. Or is it Pachinko? Oh my god, who the hell cares? We'll run up the teal steps, jump onto the boxing glove, and off we go. Or you might not. No big deal, we'll just try again as necessary. So our goal is to hit all 4 teal crown knobs, and we can use air slides and Sliding Dash to do it. As you can see, the first one is way down by the flicky flippers, a very technical pinball word, I know. Once we bump the first teal crown knob, try to hit the second, which is rotating around this deep green section containing some sort of window situation. And if we're lucky, we'll be bumped up to the third teal knob, which is right above the south platform, i.e. the left platform, where there is a Zero Gravira chest. Now, we're going to try and get knocked up really high by any of the 3 circling knobs, and wow. Let's try again. Wow. Okay, well, if you get knocked into the exit area like I did, there's at least a Chaos Crystal chest in the southern corner. And from here, we can use Air Slide to get above the 3rd teal knob, so that it bounces us up to the ceiling, where we'll see a big Captain Justice mural and the 4th and final teal knob. Once we get hit by that or land on it or whatever, we can Air Slide northward onto the long red platform, where we'll find an aerial slam chest at the end of it. Now if we look down, we can see we hit all 4 teal knobs, as that center window is now open. So let's leap down to it and collect our reward.
Your reward.
Break time. As a fun fact, if we activate this command, we will get the muscle head trophy for it. Now we just gotta make our way back up to the exit. Wow. And run through the opening back into the raceway. Except now, we're real high up. On our immediate left is a slot edge chest, and way far away is a sticker. You might see it on a really high up platform. Sliding dash don't fail us now. Oh, also make sure you have some sort of second dash, like the fire dash I mentioned earlier. So we're gonna stand on these boxes, which will get us to the other far platform. Grab the traffic cone sticker immediately, and also, here's what to do with the Pete sticker and the traffic cone stickers. Well, now that that's all done, we're gonna hop down and make our way back to Chip and Dale, and then do the race if we haven't already. My route consists of going over the right jump boost and then not getting hit by the tornadoes, and as long as we're in or very near first by the end of our 4th lap, we should win. For winning the race and completing the world story, we'll get Rumble Racing for the Mirage Arena if this is our first character playthrough, and a High Potion, then also the Defying Darkness trophy, and the Disney Town Command Board, aka Toon Board. Ooh, okay, now let's get ready to train in... Hey, what do you know, another scripted fight. No rewards for victory. Again.
Disappointment in the game of life.
Let's head into the Coliseum gates, where if we turn around and go right, we can find a Mega Potion chest in the corner. Then on the same side, but up by the statue, there's a Mega Attack recipe in the Little Pillar alcove. Then by the other statue in the Little Pillar alcove is a balloon sticker, and a Fire Strike chest by the statue's back foot. Also, here's where the sticker goes. Now we'll head into the vestibule to find Hades, for some reason, and the map chest. Now let's talk to Hades to begin a little tournament. Tourney is pretty easy, but some fights are timed. Round 3 can be a hard one, and a fast shot lock or just rushing the mimics before they can get underground tends to be the best course of action. I've also lost on round 5 due to that very short timer, so having a Thunder Surge in our command menu can be really helpful, or again, a very fast shot lock like Sonic Shadow. On round 9, we gotta be sure to slide up to the Mandrake so they can't pummel us with their dumb Pokemon Razor Leaf attack. Mandrake, use Razor Leaf! And as for round 10, it's very helpful to have fast attacks or big AoE attacks like Thunder Surge or Limit Storm, or the finisher of Critical Impact if you happen to save it. For our victory, we'll get an HP increased and Sonic Impact. Now we'll talk to Hades again in order to fight Zack, who is a cakewalk the first time, so try to save up your shot lock, don't really use it too much, because we'll need it for his second round, where he's Dark Zack. Also, don't die, I guess. I always pummel this dude, so I don't actually know his moves. If you don't have Second Chance or Once More, go get them. They're very helpful for this fight. Second Chance can be collected by melding a Pulsing Crystal with 2 Blizzaras, or 2 Kiras, or 2 Auroras, or 2 Zero Graviras, or a Zero Gravira and a Confuse. There's more ways, but this is just some of the simplest combinations. And Once More can be melded with a Wellspring Crystal and 2 Firas, or Firaga and Eroga, or Firaga and Stopka, or 2 Thundaras, or 2 Magneras. I made Second Chance and Once More sometime in Disney Town, but yeah, I mean, it really shouldn't be too much of an issue unless you're on critical mode. For our victory against Zack, we'll forge a D-Link with him and obtain the Mark of Hero Keyblade. Okay, let's rocket our way to... Dang, we're in deep space, if you know what I mean. Also great, more scripted fights. Spam X to win, and hopefully we'll get something this time. Hey, an HP increase. Hooray! So, when we spawn on the ship, Jesus, another one. No reward again. Now, in the Terra prison block, we can use this elevator on our left to...
Life is just one long hard kick in the urethra.
So to get to the higher prison cells, on the left of... Okay. We can also open this right one. Anyway, on the left of our first elevator, there's a prison cell with high jump in it, our favorite ability. Now let's take the elevator left to the high jump cell, and when it reaches the top, we can jump off it and air slide to the opposite wall, where we can see a cell with a chest inside it, and okay, I guess we'll come back for all that later. Now you'll see me jump to the far cell. You don't have to do that. I'm opening any cell door I can reach, just so I know it's been checked, but opening doors of empty cells isn't gonna help you for collection. Who would have thought? But I do jump on the elevator that's just left of that far platform, and ride that up to the chest I was talking about a second ago. It's got a mega ether inside. Now we're gonna stay on this elevator for a bit, till we can use it to jump onto the one left of it that goes up even higher. And at its apex, we'll air slide to the right, where this platform has a cell with a chest inside, containing Brutal Blast. Then we can drop down to the right of that to grab a flying balloon sticker. Then we'll jump over to the left elevator again, and then one left of that. And at the top, we'll go to this even further left platform. This is really great descriptions, I know. I open the cell where there's nothing, but we do need to be here, so that we can air slide back to the opposite wall. As we can see, there's a chest in this cell, containing a pulsing crystal. Now if we leap back to the high up empty cell, then fire dash or sliding dash to the Brutal Blast cell platform, we can then grab the last chest in this room. Sitting on the cell of the opposite wall again is a Mega Potion. And if you happen to get all of those items, I applaud you because I am so sorry for that description. Just check every cell if this was not helpful. Now we'll drop down, and before we leave, this is where the sticker goes. Now let's enter the Turo Transporter, where we can find the map chest, sitting behind a transport pad in the right alcove. When we activate the pad, we'll appear in the Durgeon Transporter, where there's a high potion chest on our left. Then we can head out through the purple area in the northeast and enter the ship's exterior. And while it's not necessary, do take the time to beat one of the enemies here. It's the Glidewinders. It's the Glidewinders from the Disneytown races, but we can beat them here, so they'll count in the reports. After we beat one, we'll head into the northeast exit and into the launch deck. And we should try to beat the white blob, is that actually its name? That appears near the north side of the room. This is another enemy, only defeatable here. We can also get this wellspring chest on the right of the gravity console, and an abounding crystal chest on the north-south corner of the eastmost wall. Oh god! And an abounding crystal chest on the south corner of the eastmost wall. Be sure not to turn off the gravity, or these chests will be floating.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
Once we get them both, we can turn off the gravity and grab the Thundara chest, sitting in the higher east platform. Then we'll leap and slide across to the ship. Oh, I forgot. And drop down into the east exit. This will lead us to the machinery bay access, which has a save point and a mine square chest. Then we can head back to the launch deck. And once we're in the ship hub, if we drop down to the first gravity console, we can find a chest sitting alone on the east platform. It contains a fleeting crystal. Then if we drop down to the platform just below the east platform, we'll find another chest containing a hungry crystal. Then we'll drop down to the very bottom of the room, where we can find a mega potion chest along the southeast curve. Then we'll turn the gravity off from the console and leap up to the next floor and exit through the southwest door, which leads us to the control room, where we'll find a high potion chest inside this circular room just left of the doorway. And if you want, we can now buy stun block from the Moogle. You don't have to, but you can. Once we're done in here, we'll head out to the west door and into the ship corridor, where we'll find an ether chest on our forward right next to the closed door. And as we follow the room southward, we'll find a UFO sticker and a high potion chest at the opposite end of the room. Here's where the sticker goes. Now we'll head into the door in the center of the room to fight Experiment 221.
What is this? A crossover episode?
Who is pretty easy to bully with the Rockbreaker command style. Once we've won, we'll obtain the Thunderbolt command style, a D-Link with Experiment 626, and the Hyperdrive Keyblade. And lest we forget, the Deep Space Command Board, aka Spaceship Board. Now we've missed 2 chests due to the ship corridor doors being closed, so let's re-land in the control room, head out the west door, and follow the curve southward into the open area at the southmost point, where we'll find a pulsing crystal chest. And we'll continue to follow the ship corridor circle passage westward, where we'll hit a dead end and a chest containing warp. That's it for deep space. Now we're going to fly to...
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
When we land in Neverland, yep, a force fight. This never gets old. General tips. Hit 'em. That's all I got. Oh, we also get nothing for winning. When we spawn back in, we'll be in Rainbow Falls Crest, and if we head left around the pink cliff wall, we'll find an abounding crystal chest in the corner. Now let's turn around and follow the wall leftwards, entering into the gully, where we'll find a map chest by the save point. And a high potion chest along the east wall near the north exit. Now we'll go into the west exit, where we can use this probably drum and some short combos to reach the top of the totem pole for a Thundaga drop. I noticed that Terra's air finisher makes him drop to the ground, so instead we can use Fire Raga to work our way up the pole, or just a different command style that doesn't make us drop to the ground. Once we have the Thundaga, let's head back to the gully, and then take the north exit to the jungle clearing. There's only one chest in here, and it's left of the north exit. It contains a high potion. Then we'll go through the north exit and enter into Mermaid Lagoon. Before we grab anything in this room, we're actually going to stay on the rock portion and head to the south exit, which leads to the sea coast, where we'll find just a long hallway, with a lot of inversed and no chests. Once we reach the next room, Rainbow Falls Base, we'll find a Mega Elixir chest on the highest, longest rock on its west side. A Mimic chest just north of that, and we can air slide and Sonic Impact over to this rainbow sticker. There's also a Zero Graviga chest on the east cliff wall in the north area. Here's where the sticker goes. And then we'll go back through the sea coast and into Mermaid's Lagoon, where now we'll grab all the stuff in here. The first thing we can get is the Elixir chest on the pink rock on the east side of the room. Then the Dark Haze chest in this hidden north alcove. Then we can head on to the pink rocks in the center of the room and use them to get to the north platform and into Cliff Path. In the Cliff Path, if we go down the right path, we'll find a high potion chest hidden behind the rock up against the wall. Then we can make our way to the main area of the room, where we can break the rock on the west wall, which houses a Fire Raga chest. And the big chest to the north is another Mimic. Then we can run up the ramp, or leap onto the north pink rock, then jump and air slide to the other pink rock south of that, where a Mega Potion chest sits. Then we'll air slide west onto the palm tree and go back into Mermaid Lagoon through this hole in the wall. This will lead us to the upper portion of Mermaid Lagoon, so do be careful not to fall, or we're going to have to make our way back. The big chest is, yet again, another Mimic, and the small chest contains Geo Impact. Now, where am I going? Don't go south. We're actually going to leap down to the north platform, run back into the cliff path, and take the north exit which leads to the cove. So I don't know what the hell I was doing. Once there, we'll grab the ether chest next to the save point. Then, make our way to the north side of the cove, where there's a high potion chest. Then we'll take the boat to the Skull Rock entrance. Now we'll head to the west side of the room, and go a little north, where we'll find a Panacea chest in the corner. Panacea. And then we'll turn around and leap up these rocks, and we'll find, oh man, another Mimic. Who could have foreseen that coming? Now, we're just going to leap and air slide eastwards to the other Skull Eye, where we can find Yes, the prize pods, but more importantly, the chip sticker. Here's where it doesn't go. Here's where it does. Now we'll head into the Skull Rock Cavern, and we can grab the Ars Solum chest. Then, wait, where am I going? Hang on. The power of editing. Grab this Chaos chest before air sliding and sonic impacting over to the other side, where I definitely didn't go before, and there's a Mega Elixir chest there. Now we can drop down to the lower floor and begin the Peter Pan fight. Seems like we can't block his air dive, so dodge instead. Otherwise, we'll use shot locks and whatever. We get Blade Charge command style for attacking a child, which is illegal, and after the cutscene, we'll forge a dealing with Peter Pan, also illegal. Then when we spawn back in, we'll exit the Skull Rock entrance, get another cutscene, and turn right back around to fight all these inverse that have big hats. They can really decimate your health, so be sure to have a big explosion-esque attacks like Fission Fire-Aga, and Mind Square or Mind Shield, and plenty of cures. When we win, we get the Pixie Petal Keyblade, and after a cutscene in Destiny Islands, we'll get the Ends of the Earth Keyblade, then also the trophy Entrusting Power. Then we really shouldn't be entrusting Terra with anything. Also, we get the command board for Neverland, the Skull Board. Now we'll head back to Neverland, land in the gully, and make our way to the jungle clearing and into Peter's hideout, where there's 2 chests in the southeast alcove. One containing Mega Magic Recipe, and the other holding a shimmering crystal. Then floating above the Lost Fox Boy is the Dewey sticker, which goes here. Next we'll go to the Badlands, and after the cutscene, we'll get the Dark Impulse command style. Then we'll fly back to the Land of Departure to fight Master Ericus. He's pretty easy to block and retaliate against, and while he'll block a lot of our shot lock attacks, they can still do big damage to him. For our victory, if you can call it that, we'll get an HP increase, the Chaos Ripper Keyblade, and Xehanort's Report 8. Also, remember to grab the puzzle piece in Castle of Dreams now if you didn't do it yet. Then we'll Sonic Blade our way to Hey, no obligatory fight, isn't that nice? Alright, let's turn directly around and grab the Mega Potion chest sitting on the cliff's edge. Then we'll turn around again and enter the crater on our right, where, at the far end, we'll find a chest home to an elixir. Now let's go back and exit the crater, then turn right. Eventually, we'll find a big chest that contains the world map. Now we'll continue to the northwest to enter the Twister Trench. Insert Wizard of Oz meme here. Now, you don't have to clear out all the tornadoes to get the items, but it will make your life easier. First chest is found by initially running to the south side of the map, then to the west corner of this pillar structure, where we'll get the Wind Cutter command. Then, on the north face of the pillar thing, is our last sticker, the Traffic Cone sticker. Here's where it goes. And if everything is in the right place, we'll get the Rhythm Mixer command. Also, there's a trophy for using it 20 times, called DJ. Unsurprising. Now we'll head to the west wall and follow it north until we find the chest, containing a Mega Elixir. Then if we run northeast-ish, mostly north, north by northeast I think the term is, we'll find another chest, here, containing a Mega Ether. Then we'll run back to the north base of this pillar rock thing, and there we'll find a Mega Potion chest. Then we can rush on to the northwest exit and enter the fissure, where we'll find a save point and a Moogle shop. At this point, the story, the stickers, and the chest should all be completed. So, real quick, I'll go over some tips for fighting Xehanort. For me, I fight Xehanort as one of the very last things I do, but he does need to be fought eventually. And we can't unlock the final episode otherwise. So if you really want to do it now, then by all means. Just keep in mind that I do it at level 60 because I don't like having to try. My commands are 2 Thunder Surges, a Fire Dash, a Fire Surge, Mind Square, and Mind Shield, and 2 Curagas. All of which can be bought from the Moogle shop. I also have Heal Block equipped, or whatever the hell it's called, which you can get from mixing a max level block and a max Curaga or Asuna. For the first fight against Vanitas and Xehanort, I believe it's faster to pummel Vanitas, but I don't actually know. Just know that the fight will end abruptly, so try to conserve your shot lock for the second phase. The second phase will just be against Xehanort, and as you can see, I'm using the Ultimate Cannon shot lock, which is fine, but I would recommend Sonic Shadow, Absolute Zero, or Lightning Ray as an alternative. And yeah, then I just wail on him with my commands and my shot lock, and he goes down pretty fast. When he does, we'll get an HP increase, then Xehanort will take out his heart. Then we fight Terra, and it's a lot more obnoxious. It's best to keep Kiraga ready, because his meteor attack just decides you don't have health anymore. Otherwise, most attacks can be blocked, and while he'll try to dodge your shot lock, he's not always successful. For beating him, we'll get Xehanort Report 11, which is our third of 4 that Terra can acquire. Then that's it. We'll get the Vessel Trophy and be done with Terra's story. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up Birth by Sleep item hunt videos. Thanks again. Goodbye!